Yeah, so what's up, guys? It's kind of been a spell here. Now I have to admit, I've been pacing around my shop for the last hour and a half, not trying to figure out where to even start with this. And what we're going to do today is we're going to try to get a dovetail matched up to this, or the female side, and possibly the rotating, I don't know what you call it, pinion that's going to house the lead screw bearing. So I got a couple choices of material here. I got some mild steel. I got this chunk of ductile iron, which I previously tried to face off, but it's so cut so bad, I just said screw it. So I think we're going to go with a little bit of ductile iron. So without further ado, all right, new plan. So I didn't really want to go this route because I'm only holding by the rounds on the sides, and the only thing keeping it from spinning is these two parallels. So I guess I'm just going to take it easy until I can flip it on its side, because it's so freaking out that I can't even stick a wedge in there or something to keep it flat against one side of the jaw. So I need at least one flat side. So we're going to just flatten this out. And hopefully not have any drama. All right, well, it didn't fly out of there, nothing. It didn't go terrible. It's actually cooled off by now. I'm just going to give it a quick fly cut, just to take any weird ridges out of there, and we'll call this side good enough. Okay, well, I went over it a couple times. I wanted to see if it needed to be trimmed in one direction or another. That actually feels really good. Of course, I think I missed some there. That's okay. That's going to get milled off there anyway. All right, that should be, oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. Well, remember a time when all your drawings were in CAD and not in like a pizza box and or a Sharpie marker? Because I don't. Alright, I slowed it down to about 420 RPM. That should be okay. Any slower than that, then it'll be a snail's pace. So I'm going to touch off here. According to this, 157 thousandths we got to go in total. Try 50 right off the bat, see what that does. Let's take it easy. Well, my maths are looking pretty good, guys. Give that a little more skim pass on there, and I think we're done on this side. Yeah, that is looking pretty good, guys. Pretty happy with that so far. See if we can't get you a nice shot in there. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Maths, does, I guess it pays to actually try to do math. So I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to get this camera out of here because I got to trying to clear the chips just so the little cutter don't get destroyed. So I'll do the other side. I'll get back to you. Oh, I'm kidding. Jeez, that's pretty good. That almost don't even need any gib screws. It's gonna get gib screws though. Don't worry. I'd say our dovetail is good. Now, all I gotta do, I gotta have to mill a little bit of a relief in the middle to make up for that big screw that's in the middle. So you'll have to forgive me, but I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here. You may have noticed I swapped to a bigger dovetail cutter. Now, I don't know why in the set it would jump from this to gigantic. You know, like one size, in between there probably wouldn't kill him. I don't know. Rant over. Well, dare I say, it is coming together. That's a pretty elaborate piece of hardware for me. So I got just 1/8 of an inch exactly underneath that. So I guess from center, it's about 3/8 of an inch. So that gives me a good reference to figure out how big to make the lead screw, what did I call it? Bearing? Lead screw bearing, I guess. And of course, still got to trim the gib and put in some gib screws. I like to get a physical feel of how the tap is going in before I do any power tapping of any sorts. Just, if it's struggling to go through the other side, because there is an angle on the other side, so I don't want to end up bunging this part if I can help it. I'm hoping it doesn't mess the dovetail up. So I had these 1032 set screws here. That's kind of just what I had on hand from when I did my replace the screws on my compound and stuff. That actually worked out pretty good. A friend of mine at work told me for tapping cast to go a little undersized with your drill, and they don't come out quite so sloppy then. So that actually worked out pretty good. That's my best cast tap thread tap so far. Anyways, guys, that's not much to that. Got 2 more of these to do, and then going to have to turn this into this. Oh hey, I kind of almost forgot. I gotta put some little flats on the base of the gib here. This is probably not the greatest plan, but this gib's so tight already. I couldn't get any wedges in there to hold it, so I just kind of used the set screw and put just the tiniest little flat in there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get the sucker to focus here. Just with a 1/8 end mill, just put a flat in there, so that way when you're clamping down on the gib, it's not, it's not trying to wedge it and force it up. So as you can see, kind of got away on me there. It's okay. Everything's okay. I clamped it down with this other gib screw here. I'm going to tighten that up. I'm going to do the middle one and put a proper gib screw in there. So I did that so I could set the depth up here. That way I should get all even flats along the length of the gib. That's the plan anyway. Just going to go really, really gentle. The brass is kind of grippy. Already do it already? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Guess that's it. This is my test set screw, so I'm hoping it's long enough. I'll clamp this one down. Oh yeah, perfect. Now it should definitely hold that thing straight. There are little flats. I don't know if you can see that very good. See the little flat spots right there, there, and there. All we gotta do is just nip that off, and this gib is done. Well, hello, Lenore. It's about time you get some FaceTime. Oh, I got a little 3/16 collet in here. Turns out that these screws are very nearly exactly 3/16. I'm going to shave a 1/4 inch off and add a bull nose to it. And all we're going to really do for that is just set my compound to 0. I haven't run the old girl yet today, so yeah. Knock the carrots down, just a little bit at a time. Alright, I think we definitely go faster now. Just under 1/8. That's perfect. And that is all there is to it. Well, here's the newest addition to my household. Hey, come here. What's up? Her name is Smudge. Every cat should have a unfortunate name, I think. Gives them that much more character. Her previous owner passed away. He's old and sick, but he liked to take care of animals. So he had a bunch of cats in his house, and I could only afford one. So anyways, yeah, that's Smudge. Okay, so I'm a little unsure on how to go about this, because the gib is going to be on this side, so it essentially brings that dovetail out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that it's centered with the male side. And let's hope that works out, because this was kind of hard to make. I'm not going to center drill it because it's going to get bored out anyway. Let me try a bigger pass in there and see if it reduces that squealing down a little bit. The finish in here looks really good though, despite the racket. Yeah, the bigger pass does sound better. I'm planning on bringing this out to 1 inch in diameter. We've got a ways to go. Once I get close, I'll put the dial indicator on there. That's pretty awful. All right, so I gave the tool a bit of a regrind, gave it some relief on the back there. So I think it was rubbing pretty good. So we'll see what that does. I was kind of expecting something quieter. Anyways, give her a little measurement here. 930-ish. Okay, we're probably a wee bit oversized because of that, but that finish looks really good, which is kind of what I need. So yeah, we're 1.5 thou over, but that's actually about perfect. I'll take it. I'm not really a pro at grinding these things, so I've never really used the brazed on carbide tools much other apart from this. I did get myself a grinder that's actually pretty good for sharpening tools. Don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these old Black & Deckers before. If you notice, it's got no motor in the front here to get in your way, so it's really nice for sharpening tools. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, I think that this piece is finally done. Pop that over the vise there. It's a little offset because of the gibbos on this side, but like that finish in there is that's probably the nicest finish I've ever done. That is really nice. Wow. This cast sure machines beautifully. Well, guys, I gotta say this is turning out pretty good. I'm quite happy with how this turned out so far. I still got to make a plug for that. It's going to be turned a little bit longer, so I'm still going to have to drill it out for the lead screw and all that other stuff. So I'm just going to turn a plug out for that. Next one, we're probably going to be doing the lead screw and also boring these two, as well as boring a hole and matching it all up with this. So that's why I want it a little bit longer. So in case I got to adjust a little bit more. Oh, we got another visitor coming into the shop. Yep. What's up, Smudge? Okay, guys, that's my cue. She's very vocal. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. I'll try to get out some more as soon as possible. But, you know, it's summer. And I got lots of catching up to do. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Peace out.